Connor and Dylan aren't gonna tell you about the lick until 5 years down the line when the lick's already dry. I wrote the book so that people can get on game right now, profit, make some money. We are in the middle of a freaking pandemic and cannabis companies have not missed a check since. All right, you guys, we are back and I'm here with the newspaper right here. This is IBD Weekly. So IBD stands for Investors Business Daily. And they have a weekly newspaper. I chose them on purpose because back in the day, like 2014, 2015, when I started to get really, when I started to get really interested in stock investing and things like that, I used to go to meetups. IBD used to host meetups like every month at MIT, at the MIT Entrepreneurship Building, right in Kendall Square. I used to go and it used to be free. These meetups were free and people from IBD all over the country would come and speak to all of us in a room for like 2 hours, talking to us about their canceling method. They talked about like just how to invest, what to look for, things like that. So I know about the candlesticks, the cup, resistance lines, and all of that. So I'm really happy that I got the chance to learn how to invest. So with that being said, let's get started and I'm gonna see what cannabis stocks that they have up in here. So Investors Business Daily has 2 parts. This is the A part right here, the cover part, and then this is the B part. Only marijuana equity that I could find here is that I found MJ, which is an ETF. The full name is the ETF MG Alternative Harvest, and it's down 4.3% from last week. And then here again, Investors Business Daily gave this same ETF MJ a grade of B. So this is the second part of the newspaper. This is the B side. This is the IBD 50 right here. And this is a list of market leading growth stocks from the IBD database. So let's jump in and see what we can see what we can find. What cannabis stocks and ETFs and REITs and all of that good stuff. More items will be in here than the other one. So let's go through it. Boom, right here. Number 44 of the list. IIPR, I don't know if you can see it, but it's IIPR. This is a cannabis REIT. This is one of my favorite cannabis stocks right here. This stands for Innovative Industrial Properties. Right now, well, as of the publishing, they're trading for $152. When I bought this stock last year, I bought it at 100 and now it's at 152. So this is a cannabis real estate investment trust. So what this company does is that they do sale leasebacks of different medical marijuana companies. So what happens is that they will buy a medical marijuana property from a company and then lease it back to them for the money. So they do this all around the US. I know they have a couple properties here in Massachusetts. So IIPR, one of my favorite stocks, they're doing their thing. It's a REIT, it's a real estate investments trust. Let's look for some more. Boom, here's another one. It's listed right here under most active NYSE stocks, which is most active New York Stock Exchange stocks. We have, boom, Aurora Cannabis. They are one of the major players in the cannabis industry and they're based out of Canada. Aurora is one of the most active New York Stock Exchange stocks. So boom, there goes another one. Let me see what else I can find. All right, so I see Innovative Industrial Properties, IIPR, again in the REITs list. Jeez. IBD can't get enough, but honestly, a company like IIPR, especially with the fact that more states just legalized, they're gonna have to expand their footprint. They're gonna go into the other states. So that stock is actually gonna be very, very profitable. Like right now it's at 152. It could go easily up to 200, over 200 within the next year and a half, maybe 2 years. It'll go over 200. I can see that. I can see that a mile away. I can see that from right now. But let's look for some others. Okay, boom. Under the consumer sector, number 1 is Canopy Growth, CGC. That is one of the major players of the cannabis industry. They're also based in Canada. They're a huge market leader, and IBD gave them a letter grade of A. I bought Canopy last year, and I'm holding on to that one for sure. All right, let's look for some more. Okay, see? Now I'm gonna direct my attention to a part that's very important. So there's this part right here in the newspaper. It says IPO filings soon to be priced. So these are privately held companies that's about to go on the market. They're about to be listed on the stock exchange. Now, there's one particular company. It's called Jupiter Wellness Inc. And they're based out of Jupiter, Florida. Now, if anybody knows anything about Jupiter, Florida, it's where all the billionaires live. It's a huge affluent community. And they're developing a hemp-derived cannabidiol products infused with CBD for arthritis relief and muscle relaxation. So this is a CBD company out of Jupiter, Florida. Their ticker is going to be JUPW, short for Jupiter Wellness. And it's not yet priced yet, so I have no idea how much it's going to come on the market for. But see, not only does IBD list the cannabis stocks in ETFs and REITs that are already on the market, but they're also listing one that's gonna be on the market. So shout out to Jupiter Wellness, shout out to IBD. This is what I'm talking about. This cannabis industry, it is an ongoing thing. Expect more companies to go public. Expect more companies to go on the market. Expect more mergers and acquisitions. Like back to Canopy, why I like Canopy is that they're gonna merge with the people who make Corona. They're gonna merge with STZ, which is Constellation Brands, who make Corona. They're gonna make an alcohol removed cannabis infused beverage. So it's all about looking towards the future. It's all about paying attention, especially now with the elections and the fact that a whole bunch of states decided to legalize. Let me see. South Dakota just legalized medical cannabis. South Dakota just legalized marijuana. Oregon just went off and decriminalized everything, which is crazy. And Oregon also just legalized shrooms. The shroom estate, wink, wink. New Jersey just legalized marijuana. Mississippi just legalized medical cannabis. Montana just legalized marijuana. Arizona just legalized marijuana. The more states that legalize, the more weed money is gonna be pumping into those states. The more money is gonna be circulated, the more money is gonna be expanding. So it's time to pay attention. It's time to pay attention. You need to watch the news. You need to watch what's going on. You need to follow the money, and you need to position yourself in such a certain way that you can profit off of this. Because honestly, once a state legalizes, it's likely not gonna go back. Once a company has put their operations in the state and they start making money, it's basically a cash cow from there. And you know, with my book, Smoke the Market, I just saw way too much money moving around me. I just had to stop, like, wait. There's a lot of money going on. There are a lot of people spending money at the dispensary, and somebody's getting paid, and that somebody needs to be me, period. Like, video next week will be about how I got started in the industry, what made me want to invest for real. But if you live in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, go on the Cannabis Control website. You will see that Massachusetts makes $2 million a week from marijuana sales. Like, there's too much money circulating. I thought there was money when I was doing real estate. I thought money was really circulating when I was doing real estate. But this weed shit will open your eyes to see how big of an opportunity is out here, who's making money, where is it going through, what hands are passing, how can you capture that value? Because honestly, Connor and Dylan aren't gonna tell you about the lick until 5 years down the line when the lick's already dry. So I wrote the book so that people can get on game right now, profit, make some money. We are in the middle of a freaking pandemic, and cannabis companies have not missed a check since. Your favorite store has closed down. A lot of shit's gone remote now, but that marijuana money has been coming in. So I think it makes sense to at least take a look to see what's going on in the industry. Be aware and don't get played. Like, don't play yourself and don't let the government play you. Anyway, so that being said, I hope you guys got a lot of value from this episode. I hope you guys will get a lot of value from Smoke the Market. It took me over a year to write this book because I wanted to be sure. I wanted to sit on my equities. I wanted to sit on my stocks for a good year and a half before I presented this to anybody, because I had to be absolutely correct and double down on what I know before I share it. So I'm pretty confident in the information that I've gathered and the information that I've put into the guide. I'm very confident it'll help people moving forward. And honestly, let's just get this money, let's stay healthy, and let's just spread the information. With that being said, thank you so much for watching The Blaze Estate, and I will see you on the next one.